Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to the School of Science. My name is Luke and this is the bramley-moore project. Now looking over the site, between last week and this week there hasn't been a major difference around the site, but there is still some major things that have happened around the site that are a little bit more subtle to the eye but are still really critical things to actually see. So looking over around where the east stand and the fan plaza is, we can actually notice that the hydraulic tower itself has actually had its roof removed. So when I say the roof removed, the lower end of it is at the top of it skimmed off a little bit, where they're actually reassuring everything and getting everything safe for the main fan plaza to be open and ready to go when the stadium is good and operational. Now looking over the south stands, we can actually see, well, we can't actually see with this one because this is just the general overview, but when we get to the bird's eye view, one thing to actually take note of is where the steel structure is. There is a bit of an incline moving down. Also, I've just noticed they've actually expanded it ever so slightly, so there's a little bit more steel that has been added alongside it. So we're actually coming closer to the east end. So what's happening is you're going from on the south stands, you're actually pushing towards the east, and I think there'll be a little bit adding to the west, where they're going to sort of come around itself. But yeah, if you actually have a look here, you can actually see there's a bit of an incline inside the steel itself. So this is where the seating is going to be, and hopefully if we're able to actually get approval of this, safe standing, because the safe standing will be the key feature for Everton to actually get a larger capacity in the stadium. So if you aren't aware, the seating capacity is going to be 52,880. Now if you were to introduce the safe standing, this will go all the way up to 62,000. So this will make us going from, I think it's the 5th largest stadium to the 3rd. Now, don't quote me on that one. I haven't got any fact sheets or anything in front of me, so that one's a shot in the dark. But I think it is the 3rd largest. And I think it actually leapfrogs us over Liverpool ever so slightly. But I digress. I am rambling on. Let's get back to the video. So looking over the west stand in the car park, there is very little difference here, just to the fact that this is going to be one of the last areas of major focus and major difference. So as we move on over into the north stand, you're going to notice as well, just underneath the top layer of steel, that is actually almost like a concrete floor. Now, I'm not sure whether this is going to be a permanent thing for the stadium itself or whether this is just during the construction phase. But I'm going to make a guess on this one, and this is going to be like the main communal area where food and drink is going to be provided for the fans. That's going to be a complete and utter shot in the dark, and I am more than likely going to be wrong. So if anyone actually knows exactly why we've got that area itself concreted already, I would greatly appreciate if you're able to put it in the comment section below, and we'll be able to feature it in the next video. Now, I am going to go on a little bit of a tangent here, because what I've been reading into it is apparently Everton's potential buyers, the consortium, the 10-man consortium, owned by, well, being run by the ex-Manchester United CEO. Apparently what they're willing to do is they're willing to put £1 billion on the table to try and help push along the stadium development, as well as other aspects of the football club itself. So that could be towards, well, it can't be towards transfers, just for the fact that we're heading into the new football financial new year. So that's going to be one for contention on whether we could actually use that money. But due to the Premier League's profit and income restrictions, we would not be able to spend an awful lot of money in this window. So we are quite literally limited to selling and buying at this point in time. Now, that is going to be a bit of a hindrance to us, because in this day and age of football now, if you are considered the second richest club in the Premier League or the richest club in the Premier League, it's essentially an empty title, just the fact that you cannot really utilize that sort of money. They're more than willing. They can say, oh yeah, we can put 100 million down on the table for the club to use, but they can't. They can't actually use that money. That has to be brought in via sponsorships and profits. And even now, sponsorships are moderated to a certain extent. So let's say you have a sponsorship come on and say, oh yeah, we're going to be a shared sponsorship and we're going to give you 500 million. The FA will step in and say, no, you cannot do that, because that is an absolutely ridiculous amount of money to put forward as a shared sponsorship. But in any case, guys, I have went on an absolute mad tangent. I do apologise. I am now going to see you into Live Luke, who is going to see you into the outro. So take it away, Live Luke. Thank you very much and have a good evening. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also, I'd like to say a huge thank you to all my Patreons over here. Now, if you want to be like these Patreons and get your name into the sidebar, get early access to the footage and ad-free content, why not go over to the School of Science Superfan? Now, we have got 2 tiers there. The first one being the School of Science Superfan, which is a £3 a month tier, but we also have a cheaper £1 a month tier. Now, that is called the Cup of Coffee tier. Now, that is essentially all it is a pound out of your pocket, giving it to me and saying, dude, like what you're doing, have a pound on me, here's a cup of coffee. Now, the £3 one does have a few more perks and benefits. So as I said, you get early access to the footage, you get ad-free content, and as of this point in time, you do, after a certain length of time, get a free School of Science sticker. Now, I don't know how to turn that off, in all fairness. It has been going on to the channel since the very beginning. And to be honest, I don't think I will stop it. It's something that is just like an added little bonus as a thank you for supporting the channel. Now, in any case, guys, I have rambled on enough. I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your week, and I will see you all next week for the next episode of the Bramley-Moore Project. Take care and peace.